Mic check. Top left, all good. I am Joe Hayes and I run a video production company called Kindful. So I started it because I had just a passion for creating media. I actually was an accountant before this for 10 years. So massive shift to go into media. A lot of people thought, you're not going to make this work. But through just a pure passion for the creative and just building the relationships, I'm still here today. And we're doing some really cool projects with cool people, including, of course, the boat club. So Richard, Ricky and myself love the idea of giving this cinematic, high quality production to all businesses, predominantly in the South Coast. So massive pinch me moment, but we were asked to go and cover the World Endurance Championship for one of the top racing teams. And we covered that race, and it was a 10-hour endurance race. And it's one of those jobs that I walked away from with the biggest smile on my face, and the adrenaline was pumping the whole week. It was just awesome. I loved it. My dad, from a super young age, I remember he had fishing boats and ribs and would go out and do various bits and bobs, but I'd never really got into it, purely because of my age and I had different interests. And then moving down to Poole, I always saw the boat club and the members having sort of gone to South Deep, and it just seemed like this really cool spot. And when I started the video business, Kindful plug, we did a shoot and we used one of your boats early on. And then I met you that day. My favourite thing about the boat club is the community. It's not just the fact that you can come down here and go on some awesome boats. It's the fact that you always have events going on, even if you don't. Like, I've been sat in this clubhouse before, and there's just members coming in all the time, and everyone's always so happy to just have a chat. And it's never really about boats, whilst I love being around the boats and talking about them. It's always just about life and people, and that's what I love most about my own personal life, is building those relationships. So that's my favourite thing, is the people. So having spent a long period of time in a career that I didn't love, my biggest piece of life advice is try the things. Don't feel too committed to one thing. We don't live in an age anymore where you need to have a job for life. You can have multiple skills and multiple jobs in life until you find the right one. I think if you've got a passion for something and you're not enjoying the role that you're currently in, I strongly believe you can turn that passion into a profitable business. So I adore Axe Larigato. It's my absolute brand of choice. But in terms of icons, I don't have any. I just think go neutral with it. Go black and white or neutral colours. Obviously I'm wearing grey today, but that's just my thing. And oversize as well. I'm a bit chunky around the midriff at the moment, so oversized jumpers are very much appreciated. The perfect day is shifted recently. I would wake up and I'd have an ice bath. I would have an hour's delay before I have my first coffee. It sounds bizarre, but it's just like a routine that I love. Nice fresh glass of orange juice, and spending that whole day with my family and doing something that my daughter Rosabella would really love to do, that I know will put a smile on her face. So I love taking her to like Monkey World or out on these different adventure days or to the zoo, because she just loves it. So anything that puts a smile on their face. Ronnie's a bit young at the moment to know what's going on, so I can make him smile any time, wherever we are. But the perfect day is one that I spend with my family, and a bit of boating as well. Chuck a bit of boating in there, obviously. Chocolate, straight up, a whole bag of Maltesers at night. Terrible. It's an old fashioned, straight up. From the Hotel de Van. Honestly, actually, I love Rick Stein's. I've started to really like it there, and their lunch menus are so affordable. Landscape photography, when I do that, I often feel really inspired. The last time I felt super inspired was when I was out last summer on the boat on my own, and I think I just anchored up I was practicing out at anchor, and it was just me and the surroundings. It was just such a nice feeling. With boating, I just want to get super confident. I want to know that I can come up to the club and just go out on any boat and be confident doing that. I want to know the harbour like the back of my hand. I want to approach boating the same way I do with a car. It's almost like you just do it. You don't think about what you're doing, you just go in and go. I love the process though. I love learning about boating and how to use various different things, and I'm learning different terminology. But they're not called rooms, they're called cabins. Is that right? My favourite boat at the boat club is B Orchid, the Rib, because it's very versatile. It's really easy to use, and it's also the one boat I've been out on the most with, so my confidence is higher with that boat. There are other boats I prefer the look of, for example like Midas. I love the look of Midas, but at the moment I'm most comfortable with the Ribs. Alright, one thing people don't know about me is that when I was a toddler I used to eat eggshells. That is a true story. And I once put a bean up my nose, had to go to hospital to get it removed, and whilst my mum and dad were talking to the nurse, I was jumping up and down on a table because you're a toddler and think it's funny just to jump up and down randomly, and this bean just came out and fell on the floor really awkwardly, and that was it. No one knows that. No one knows it. Monaco, definitely Monaco. It's one of those places that, actually, you're talking about what place inspires me the most. Probably is Monaco. I just love, it's linking all these questions together, but it's opulence, absolute opulence. It's nuts, so much wealth. I find it really inspiring. I love cars, and I love, boats and all that kind of, those awesome lifestyle things. And it's all at Monaco. So every time I go there, I always have a moment to myself and couple of deep breaths and look around and see what's going on, and people watch there and just get massively inspired. So that is my favourite place in the world. My hobby is my business. I started the creative stuff as a hobby, and I'm just fortunate enough to be able to do that as my full-time job now. So every day when I wake up and I've got something creative in the diary, which is every day, I'm doing my hobby. I would love Kindful to be in a position in 5 years' time where it's got a great team of people around the business that can deliver all the projects. There's less reliance on me in the business, running it day to day. I definitely see myself there day to day, but I want to see the same level of passion and joy in the business that I have and Ricky and Richard have in the wider team as well. And I want everyone to live their hobby as their job every day, just like I do. I came up with the name Kindful because I want every single person that has any interaction with the business, whether that's receiving a piece of work, receiving a quote, having a conversation, a coffee, seeing us online, I want them to walk away with a smile. And because we are all about the people, it's all about just being a good human being. It's two of our values. One is just be a good human being, and the other is do the very best we can for our clients. And I think if you can do those two things and do them well, which I don't think is a hard thing to do, then everyone's set to succeed. He did.
You were really good.
That was great. I would like to reshoot it maybe at, when I'm done a bit more practice.
Because also I think you could just
I was so nervous.